few things in life are more pleasurable than unboxing a brand new graphics card. I am coming back into the crypto mining scene after somewhat traumatic experience that I had before. Maybe you have seen my previous video, I'm not sure if it's on this channel or the old one, where I was unboxing a couple of Radeon R9 270s, and I had quite a good run with them. I mined 250 dark coins, which are now called Dash, and sell for $350 a piece. So in those terms, you know, for the cost of two R9 270s, I generated about $100,000. But unfortunately, as it often happens in the wild west of cryptocurrencies, I lost everything. I unsuccessfully traded and lost maybe 25-30%. Another 25% I exchanged for Bitcoin, and the majority of it I lost in the most unfortunate way due to not my own fault. I kept a chunk of these Dash coins or dark coins in the infamous MintPal exchange, and when the scammer Ryan Kennedy bought it and plundered it, the rapist who is in jail now, by the way, he took everyone's coins and started dumping them on local bitcoins and Bitstamp and enjoying luxury lifestyle at expense of all these people trading and mining Bitcoin and altcoins. So yeah, it's kind of traumatic and tragic experience, but now I'm trying again, coming back, dipping back into it. I still have one of these 270s, R9 270s, but they are obviously technologically obsolete almost by now. This is the Pitcairn core, the first GCN generation, with I think 1200 ALUs in it, or they call them shader cores, and 20 compute units. Still a solid card, still can run games at medium resolutions, still you can mine some stuff with it, but it's not too power efficient. You know, the deal is how much power you can get for given amount of watts, and in terms of power efficiency this is terribly outdated. Even the Tonga cards that were also like a next iteration on the same core, those are much more power efficient, and of course now we have the RX Vega, which is again much more power efficient and powerful. So what I'm trying now is to use nVidia cards, and they are sold out almost as bad as AMD cards and overpriced almost as bad, and this Inno3D is the cheapest one. I think one of the cheapest, if not the cheapest one, 1070 that you can get, and it's still 1 year after launch, it still costs more than MSRP, and I paid 370 euros for it, which is not exactly you know, pocket change, but let's see how it performs. So what we get in the box is another box. Power supply guideline. Wow. Well, nobody cares about that because this card is quite power efficient. Any old power supply will run it just fine. What's this? 3D mark is included or something. That would be nice if I get a license for a full version. That would actually be very useful because I'm not much of a gamer anyway, and I use these cards more for running benchmarks than actually gaming. Okay, maybe I shouldn't be showing you this. Okay. Installation kit, whatever. So let's unbox the business part, the device itself. Okay, anti-static bag. Sorry, I adjust the focus. And we have the card itself. It is a dual fan design. I think 2 fans are more than enough, I suppose. This top piece is metal. There's a big heatsink all over the memory and the core, of course, and the memory runs at the recommended 2 GHz, and the core also runs at the recommended basic baseline 1.5 GHz up to 1600. So this is clocked exactly like the reference cards that you would get from nVidia, and you know, you can't expect much more. You know, it's relatively cheap card, and the PCB, and it's quite compact. It's a dual slot card. It's not a triple slot, and it's short. So size-wise, it's quite nice. I read somewhere that it doesn't have a very good RAM in terms of overclocking performance, and that might hurt its chances, you know, its performance in Ethereum mining or other algorithms which are memory intensive. But as long as it runs at those 2 GHz, I'm not sure if I'm tempted to overclock it much anyway. I'd rather have it run stably than crash and glitch out, and then you wake up one morning and you realize that the card hasn't mined anything the whole night. So yeah, it looks pretty basic. It has one 8-pin power connector. It has 2 DVIs, HDMI, and I suppose this is the display port. I really not into display technologies. I'm still using a goddamn CRT from 1990s, so you know, don't blame me for not recognizing ports. Hercules. That's quite stupid, but at least I like this metal shiny part. It's not a sticker. It's actually, you can feel it. It's quite nice, quite solid. Let's see how it performs, and let's see how my luck plays out this time. I will probably be swapping out my R9 270 for another one of these, or probably AMD Vega, depending on how it goes, and if I can find some interesting coin that I can mine, then I will invest more money in more hardware. But yeah, excited to see how it performs. Don't forget to like this video. You can also subscribe. I cannot promise you that I'll be posting huge amounts of content. You know, I'm not no damn Linus Tech Tips or something. I have other stuff to do, but yeah, you can subscribe, and can't wait to get my hands on this. By the way, you also get a mouse pad and a little cute Allen key. Nice.